Chapter 41, The Clinton Years. Introduction. Bill Clinton was the first baby boom president, born after World War II, after the country's greatest generation, of the 20th century anyway, had come home from the gargantuan task of saving Western civilization in World War II. What difference did it make that Clinton was not tempered in that fire, or in any other fire in his formative years? You'll get some glimpses into the answer. If you want the complete answer, dig a little deeper on your own. It'll be worth your while. Though Clinton would have wanted this chapter to be completely about him, our interest is in the effect his presidency had on the country. On that topic, you'll get some insights right here. We start with a surprise and a question. How did Clinton get to be president when Republican George H.W. Bush had a 90+% approval rating after his 4 years in the White House? There's a story for you there to ponder, and you'll get some answers in this chapter. Having attained the White House, you'll next learn why Clinton's first efforts at fixing some of the country's problems were embarrassing failures, face plants in a job where saving face was necessary to build political capital, and why his legislative initiatives and agenda gradually got more in tune with the sentiments of a larger minority, and then a growing majority, of voters. The president seemed to be learning on the job, but what in fact was he learning? You'll get some peeks behind the curtain. You might not be surprised that earning the trust of the American people in the 1990s was a heavy lift for any politician, not just Clinton. Why was this? What was the ongoing source of the mistrust and cynicism afflicting the country at this time? You'll get some answers in this chapter. Next, you'll learn about the Republicans' contract with America, their proposed antidote to the Democrats' big brother, big government approach to governing. What ideas and legislation did the Republicans offer in their contract with America? You'll find out right here. How did President Clinton counter the Republicans' contract? He had to do something, but what? He did have a clever and effective strategy, and you'll learn all about it. By the time the election of 1996 came around, the Republicans had put into effect their ideas, while Clinton had almost nothing to show. Yet he won this election convincingly. What was his secret sauce that persuaded the voters to vote for him again? You'll find out. In his second term, President Clinton abandoned the heady promises of far-reaching reform that the voters heard about in his first term, and modified both his proposed legislation and his relationship with both parties. What changes did he actually make? Was this new approach effective? You'll learn all about it. Could Clinton use his unique, homegrown governing style to solve foreign policy problems too? What foreign policy problems were on his plate, and did he solve them? You'll find out in this chapter. Personal scandal dogged Bill Clinton throughout his presidency. His chickens were always coming home to roost, bringing his unsavory past from years before his presidency with them. The deep study of his salacious, lewd, and titillating past became the devoted study of impeachment-minded Republicans. What were they looking for? What did they find? You'll get the highlights in this chapter. Clinton was, in due course, impeached, but not removed from office. So what saved him from that embarrassment? And how can Clinton's presidency be summed up? Was it a net positive, a net negative, or net neutral for the health and welfare of the country? You can make up your own mind, but you'll get the answer that most historians agree on in this chapter.